It is about 1:53 p.m. Let me get the brightness up here. 1:53 p.m. and we are in a downtrend. And I've already taken a bunch of this move. Today was just a flush down. It was beautiful. There was more pink on our charts today than I've seen in a long time. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. And oh my goodness, we have been coming down so much of today. It's like ridiculous. Something that I don't think I've shared on this channel yet is I am taking a cash account. So we have funded accounts, of course. But I wanted to do something really fun. I wanted to take like $5,000 and throw it into a cash account, and I want to grow that account using our indicators. So my initial goal is only to make about $200 a day, $100 to $200 a day for week one. And then week two, I'm going to bump that up. So like when you have $5,000 in your account, you can't go trade 10 minis. You just can't. You're going to have to start with micros. By the way, this is not financial advice. This is something I am just sharing with you that I'm doing for fun. But what I'm doing is I'm trading 2 micros all this week. So if let's say I do about $200 per day on this $5,000 account, so $200 per day, by the end of the week, I will have what? $6,000. And then next week, I'll add a micro and I'll probably bump it up to about $250 per day will be my goal. Well, 5 days a week, $250 per day, that's going to be another $1,250. So, by the end of really close of week 2, right? That would be 1,000, then boom. So by the end of week 2, I should be about 7,200, 7,300. So if you think about it, if you start with $5,000 and you're pretty much making, what is that, 50% increase on just huge. I don't think that we, day traders, when you think about like what Wall Street can produce, if I give that $5,000 to my financial advisor, they may come back with like 8 to 10% on the high end on that at the end of the year. So at the end of the year, they'll cut me back a check for $5,500. Woo-wee, right? My plan is I'm going to take this $5,000, proper English, $5,000, and my goal is about $200 per day on that account. For week 1, week 2, I'll do about $250 per day. I'll bump it up by a micro to help myself get there. Week 3, I'll bump it up by another micro. So hopefully by week 3, I'll be trading with like 4 micros and targeting, probably 300, 350 per day, something like that. And I just want to compound this account. I think everybody's in love with prop trading, which is nice, but there's a lot of rules in it, right? Trailing drawdown, all this different stuff. So I just wanted to do this for fun. And I will, of course, use the Maverick indicators to do it. Again, not financial advice. I am just sharing with you something that I am doing for fun. Okay, I'm going to move my stop loss up to break even. So you see this small number here. I'm only up $80, but my goal is about $100 to $200 today. And then we'll bump it up to $250 the following week, $350 the following week, and so on and so forth. And then before you know it, I'll be trading with, 10 micros, and I can just trail. I can take profit on half of them. I can, trail a stop loss with a bunch of them and different things like that. So why are we in this trade? First off, we have a red background. Okay, we are below the Maverick guide. When price is above the blue line, we go long, and when price is below the blue line, we go short. We don't just go short when price is below the blue line. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's an ingredient. We have 1, 2, 3 confidence arrows. I keep having a fourth one keep popping up. Okay, and we have pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Look at back here. This thing has had pink and red candles all the way down. You had a moment of indecision, then you kept coming down. Then you had reversal gray candles. They popped up. You popped above the Maverick guide, And then you continued back down with another reversal candle and then red and pink candles, okay? My Maverick Multi-X, 5 traders across 6 time frames are all voting, all except one, they're all voting bearish, right? 5 separate traders. They all have a different personality. They all have a different, look, we're $130 towards our goal. They all have a different fundamental bias. You know, they all have different trading style is what I'm trying to say, and pay attention to this trade. They all have a different style. So they're all voting bearish on the 1 minute. They're all voting bearish on the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 10 minute, the 15, and almost all on the 30. When you can get 5 traders in a room that all have a different style and they're all voting the same direction, that's pretty powerful. And that's what the Maverick Multi-X does. And then our Maverick Trender. When this line is pegged to the top of the screen and cannot go any further, or the top of the panel and can't go any further, that shows strength and momentum, right? Strength and momentum. So right now it's pegged to the top. You are in a downtrend. Look how it gives me this beautiful big label. You're in a downtrend, okay? So we have a red background, bunch of confidence arrows down. You had a reversal gray candle, then red, your second strongest down candle, then pink, your strongest down candle. And if you see pink, it will most likely sink. All 5 traders on the Maverick Multi-X are voting bearish across 6 time frames, and you can set these time frames for whatever you want. You can actually add a 7th time frame if you want. And then our Maverick Trender. It's pegged to the top here. Can't go any further, showing strength and momentum, and we have a downtrend label. So small trade, but we're going to compound this account. That's what I want to do. Again, not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I am doing. If you want clear vision on your charts, if you want better vision than maybe you have right now, come check us out. It's not for everybody, but I sure do like it. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com. Read what our traders are saying. We have some that are just absolutely crushing it, and it's pretty cool. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing, and feel free to come check us out.